Sorry for the delay. So let's begin. Can you try this question on your own first? This one. Can you try it? Do you remember how to show the roots? Lies between those two. There are two ways to solve it. How? Graphical and algebraic. Which one do you prefer? I'll be honest with you, I am with you as well, algebraic this time. It's not that easy to draw the graph, but algebraic is a lot easier. I'll give you 1 minute for you to try. If the question does not say use algebraic, use graphical, so you have a free way on how to solve it. Let's stop here. Try it. Oh my god, I forgot. Which one are you? Are you done or are you forgot? Okay, since we got ourselves this one, x minus 1 equals to sine x, this is quite easy. Because you're already given in two terms. This is your, we can call this is hx. Let's take another term, hx and gx. In this case, our life is a bit easier. And then what do we do with it? We got here. And then I move them to one side. In this case, I choose to move my sine x. So I get myself next x minus 1 minus sine x equals to 0. Are you guys okay? And then what do I do with it? Since after it's equals to 0, I declare it as fx. Are you guys okay? And then what do I do from here? What do I want to start with? Y and 2. The question stated for you is between 1 and 2. If it's given, alhamdulillah, things are a lot easier. If it's not given, then it's a lot of guesswork. So once I insert 1, what will I get? Just press this into your calculator and you get that. Do you mind press it for me? Please press it for me. 1 minus 1 minus sine 1. Do you get the same? Why not? What do you get? Negative 0.017. Here's given 0.815. Can someone tell me what happened? It's in radian. Okay, please make a very big sign. Not a degree, but radian. Okay, this is the trap for this chapter. It will occur over and over again. Last few years ago, I got an A+ student who she makes the same mistake as this. And for her midterm exam, she got from A to C minus, C plus. But in the end, when she realized this mistake, she stopped doing it, and for her final, she got A. Alright? So for this topic, be careful, it's in radian, not a degree. Can you do the second one? Do we stop here? What should we do next? Sub what? Sub 2. Can you try? What do you get? Do we get the same thing? Should we stop here? Should we continue with another number, or are we fine? Why? Because this one is less than 0. The second one is more than 0. What's wrong with it? It means now we need to create the sentence. We need to write down, since f1 is less than 0, we got ourselves f1 less than 0. Another one, f2 is more than 0. Can you see? f1 is less than 0. f2 is more than 0. Therefore, fx as a root lies between 1 and 2. You must write that line. It consists of almost 3 marks, 2 to 3 marks over here. If you stop here, you rugi. You've been wasted. What a waste. You must finish here. Are you guys okay? Do you want me to explain it again? Okay, once we reach here, the question stated for us to use Newton-Raphson's to find the roots. Okay, what we just did here? We just approximate it somewhere around there. We haven't yet calculated the roots. So now we need to find the roots by using Newton-Raphson. Do you remember the formula? It's xn plus 1 equals to xn minus fxn over f prime xn. What does it mean by f prime here? Differentiate. You guys okay? So now we would like to apply it, this formula. What should we choose? Okay, we are lucky here they told us to use your x1 as 1.7. If you are not given 1.7, what should you do? What do we got from our first? We say it's between 1 and 2, right? So if you're not given 1.7, what should we start? In the middle, 1.5. Why 1.5? In the middle, it might be on the left, it might be on the right. Okay. So how do we begin? Maybe I can write it down a bit. What's our fx again? It's from what we have discussed about here. Right, we have declared fx as, maybe I can zoom out a bit now. X minus 1 minus sine x. And now I need to differentiate f prime x. So I get myself 1 minus, this one become 1 minus 1 becomes 0. Not interested. Differentiate sin x. Cos x. So our formula will be xn plus 1 equals to xn minus x minus 1 minus sin x. Maybe I just write a new one. Sorry, I have a bit of OCD. Obsessive compulsion disorder. But then again, my handwriting is not that good. Okay, so we got here. You might want to put a bracket. So how should we start? What is our x1? What is our x0? Oh yes, you can write down x1, not a problem. What is our x1? 1.7. So how do I write down x2? 1.7 minus 1.7 minus 1 minus sine 1.7 over 1 minus cos 1.7. Press that into your calculator, what will you get? There are two types of how to press it. I've taught in the last class. Let's see your skill. Let me see. Do these people remember how? Someone give up. Not pressing anything. Ready? Okay. Start to take the calculator. Pressing or not? Not doing anything. That's like say not here. Sounds boring. Okay, what do you get? $1.9584. They want how much? They want this time to 3 decimal places. If they ask you 3, how much must you write here? You write 4 and then you round it up, you bundarkan to 3. 1.958. They want 3 decimals. Question. So you write here 4 decimals. And then what do you do here? You round up to 3. The idea is you must here give more than 1 and then you round out. Okay? What should you do next? Press your calculator again. Or you might want to write this one first. How do we write it down? Instead of 1.7, it should be replaced with 1.9584. 1.9584. 1.9584. 1.9584 minus I recommend a bracket here. What do you get? 1.9348. And then what do? We round up. 1.935. Do we stop? We don't stop yet. Why? It's not the same. Here 1.958, 1.934. It's not the same. So what should we do? Do it again. Okay, we might want to continue first and let's see what we get. What's the next one? Just pressing your calculator here. 1.9346. And then what do? We round it up. Okay, sorry, this is the wrong sign. 1.935. What should we do now? Why stop? Because this one same. This one not same. If it's the same, you stop. What happens if you continue? Minus 1 marks. Yeah, you get the same things, but you get minus 1 marks because it shows that you don't understand. Okay? Should we stop here? We stop when the round up is the same. And then this one here, you need to write it back. 1.9348. 1.9348. 1.9348. 1.9348. One minus cos. Okay, should we write down all 3 times, sir? Some lecturers suggest it's only 2. Some lecturers say, be safe, write down all 3. Okay, what my advice is this. If you're short in time, in exams, if you're short in time, write down 2. If you are short in time. If you have more than enough time, write down all of them. That will be my advice. Okay? And then our conclusion is x equals to 1.935. And voila, 10 marks. Okay lah, maybe 8 lah, but I will not be surprised if it's 10. Or if you count from the beginning just now what we did, maybe 13 marks. Is it difficult? It's not difficult. Okay? One more example for you. Okay, for this example here, it's a bit weird. Can you see? Can someone tell me why this example is a bit weird? It has nothing. I mean, it's just a 7 cube. Before this, our example here, at least we got ourselves equals, right? X minus 1 equals to sine x. So we know what's to transfer. But for this case here, it's just 7 cube. I mean, cube root. There's no equal. So how do we start? Alright, for this type of example, you begin with declaring that we were given something like this, cube root. So we say let x equals to 7 cube root. Okay? But normally we don't like cube root, so what do we do? We don't like this thing. So we cube both sides. We get ourselves x cubed 7. And now things have gotten similar. What should we do now? Bring this one to the left side. What will we get? X cubed minus 7 equals to? Aha. What should we do from here? Factorize? Let what? Let fx equals to x cubed minus 7. Once we reach 0, we can let this thing. Okay? Now, here's something interesting. How do we begin here? You want to sub with what? You're not given anything. You're not given any clues. So we need to try. Okay? We need to try. We don't have much of a choice. There are many ways to try. I'll teach you the dumb way first. The brute force. The brute force will be something like this. Let f1. You can try by 1. Let x1. So f1. 1 minus 7. What do you get? Minus 6. And then you try again. Let x equals to 2. f2. So what do you get? 8 minus 7. 1. Aha. What should we do now? Something's wrong. What can we say from here? This is less than. This is more than. So what can we say? Since f1 less than 0 and f2 more than 0, therefore, if you don't want to write down therefore because it's too long, sir, just dash. Shorter. Fx has a root lies between, my goodness, my English, 1 and 2. Why 1 and 2? Because we just sub 1 and 2. It's try and error. You need to find. Actually, I should start from 0 just now, which gives you still negative. But that's life. Actually, I should start from here. Less than 0, more than 0. This is what we want. Those two pairs. And then how do we continue from here? Are we done? Newton, Raphson, you are on your own. I give you 1 minute. Try now. What's your first x? 1.5. Why? It's the middle. Middle of what? 1 and 2 here. Good luck. Try it out. The answer is what? 1.91. Okay, the question did not mention how many decimals here. If they did not mention how many decimals, then I prefer to go with 3. I'm not sure what you call that. 3 angka bererti. What do you call that in English? 3 significant figures, yes. Not 3 decimals, 3 significant figures. Okay, we stop at 1.91. 3 significant figures. Okay? Good job if you get it. Please share, like and subscribe the video.